Many people start to meditate only to honestly not stay with it and quit after just one or two or a handful of sessions. And you know what? I'm here to encourage you to kind of move beyond that, because that would have been me too if I didn't continue with it. And I want to share with you my top 10 reasons of why I've continued to stay meditating for 22 years and the gifts and the benefits and everything that I've gotten with it. So I want to pass that on to you to inspire you. So if you've ever questioned why you meditate, here are my top 10 reasons. Number one, it's to get present. Oh my goodness, can our thoughts go into the future or they can go into the past? But when you meditate, it pulls you into the present moment. And the present moment, when you can just be with what is and find the gifts and the beauty, you're going to experience that same get present gift where all the noise starts to go away and you can really enjoy your meditation. The number two reason that I meditate is to make better decisions. Oh my goodness, this one benefit, this one reason I've stayed with it is the difference that makes all the difference. And here's what I've learned. In meditation, I can pause before I react. I don't know about you, but oh my gosh, through the years, I was overly emotional. I was reactive. I had that knee jerk, type of thing. And you know what? I definitely learned through meditation, I can pause before I react, and I can pause and not just react, but respond in a way that serves me, serves others, serves the greater good. My number three reason of why I meditate is to reduce stress. And I'm going to combine reduce stress with my number four and my number five reason. My number four reason is I get a different perspective. And my number five reason is I calm myself down. So reduce stress, get a different perspective, calm myself down are my third, my fourth, and my fifth reasons. And let me just give you this little, background story that just kind of ties it all together. If I get really honest with you, which I'm always going to do and be really transparent, a couple months ago, we as a team decided, you know what, we're gonna write an article a week and we're gonna do these videos to bring, more value to our clients, and it's just gonna help the clients, it's gonna help for marketing purposes, all this. And I could feel like I'm in alignment with that direction, and yes, I'm on the team and we're going forward. But if I got really honest with you, I could also feel like all this hesitation inside of me. So for the first couple weeks, here's what probably most people do, right? You're committed to doing it. I'm writing the articles, right? I'm attempting to do the videos, but I am stressing. I am in like really tense energy, and I was just really noticing the pressure I was creating for myself and really thinking, can I even get this all done? And the beautiful thing about meditation is I take everything into meditation, and I really started looking at what's going on with me. Like, why am I this? And it went back to honestly high school and even college and probably even junior high, right? Where I just wasn't that great in English, and I was more of like a C, C+, maybe I got a B every now and then in English. And I'm just like, I'm just not a good writer. And like, I just haven't trusted my writing. Like, I'll outline something, but I give it off to an assistant, and they're like, no, we want you writing the articles. I'm like, what does that look like? And then doing videos and getting on camera, I was just like, wow, all this kind of new stuff. So I took it into meditation, and literally I saw what I was saying to myself, that yeah, I don't have time, but why? I'm not good at this. This is not my wheelhouse. This is not even really what I signed up to do, I thought, right? And I'm just in this all resistance. But as I meditated and as I calmed myself down, I could feel that part of me that was aligned to creating these videos and creating articles each week. And I literally changed the programming in my mind through meditation to say, yes, not only can you do this, you can enjoy doing this. So instead of just kind of like half-assing it, which is what most people do, right? When they're not fully aligned, I decided, you know what, I'm going to jump all in. I'm going to set up an environment that is really welcoming. I created this little homemade studio. I now have a green screen and lights, and I use the lights like all the time to brighten my office. I put on relaxing music when I start going to write this articles. I put a diffuser on. I have essential oils that like smell great, and I'm really starting to enjoy this process and putting my heart into it more and more. So you also can experience those shifts in meditation. So let's continue. What is my number 6 top reason of why I meditate? Oh my God. My number 6 reason of why I meditate is why I wore the shirt. It's amore, woohoo. Like, I want you to hear me say, it's time to love on myself. It's time to appreciate me. Honestly, earlier today I was on a coaching call, and so much of that session was just this particular gentleman. He wasn't loving himself. He wasn't treating himself well. He wasn't taking care of himself. He wasn't going through the things that he knew to do that would really benefit his health. He wasn't doing things to benefit his mindset, benefit his, his spiritual man. So we were going through and really just helping him to love himself. And in meditation, when you take minutes, 5-10 minutes, a lot of times I meditate a day. Yeah, sometimes they're 15-20 minutes or longer, but most days they're short, they're sweet, they're quick. I check in sometimes multiple times a day, and it's an opportunity to love myself, and you get to love you as well. My number 7 reason of why I meditate is to, I'm loving myself, but I want to love and appreciate others. I want to love and appreciate and send energy out to the world. Honestly, if you go back to my meditation articles and where I talk about meditation and kind of like why to meditate, I went through, it was literally this meditation that I changed everything in my life. This very short story, I tell this in a long article, right, on the Learning Center here, but the short story is I was just hating where I was working. I was hating this job. I was there for about 3 years and I was just ready to quit. And I had a mentor who really inspired me. Girl, you need a change of perception here. You need to find gratitude and appreciation. So I went into, and that time it was about 1.5 hours, and I just was committed. I'm staying in this meditation until I can find love and appreciation for where I worked, the people I worked with, what was going on, current scenarios, and I did, and it was absolutely life transforming. So go back and read some of the other articles on what meditation is and how it could really benefit you. I want to continue with the top 10, and here is number 8. So my number 8 reason of why I meditate, oh my gosh. So my number 8 reason of why I meditate is it heals hurts. I mean, think about this. We all get hurt through life. There's no one who gets through life without getting hurt. And most of the time it's with the people that we love the most, but I'm here to tell you, it's not deliberate on their part. And I bet you know that in the deepest part of your heart and soul. But can't we feel the hurt, right? Meaning maybe they said something that didn't resonate with us, or they didn't do something, or they didn't say something, right? And we feel so hurt. We feel left out, not good enough, not important, you name it, we can find the hurts. So in meditation is my time to really mentally slow down, not just get into a blame game and thinking it's all them. Literally, I take responsibility for everything that's happening in my life. And remember, you are the creator, right? So how are you playing a role? And then I can often see it's like, this had nothing to do with me, like absolutely nothing. And my role was I took it personally, and I'm like, whoops, we're not going to take this thing personally. So I can disconnect myself from it. This wasn't about me. They're going through some stuff, and it generates love and compassion within inside of me when I can heal my own hurts. And I'll give you another little secret. Say if I'm feeling a hurt like in my heart, which is so common, right? I'll literally just take a minute or two and I'll bring in that love. I'll bring in the light, the universal energy power, and I'll just send it to my heart, and I'll just stay with it. And I will literally feel, and sometimes you can even see it, watching your heart heal, watching your heart just thrive again and be opened and be light and be bright. So my number 8 reason, heal hurts. My number 9 reason of why I've continued to meditate for 22 years, right? This is important to me. And I want it, if you so choose it to be important for you. My number 9 reason is I get clear messages and guidance. People are like, well, how do you get such clear messages and such clear guidance? I ask for clarity. I ask for clear messages. I ask for guidance. And guess what? I listen, right? That's the key. I listen. I call it putting on your Dumbo ears, right? So think about these big ears that are all about, I'm listening. And you'll get these messages in these little still small voices that they're like little whispers that speak to you. You can, yes, that's it. Or, it just aligns with your heart and soul. I always say those real good decisions, it's mind, body, spirit alignment. So that's my number 9 reason that I've continued to meditate through 22 years. And my number 10, I feel like Johnny Carson. How many of you are old enough to remember who Johnny Carson was? And he used to go through his top 10. So my 10th reason of why I've continued to meditate through 22 years is this map. It's called the Map of Consciousness. And we don't have time to go through this in detail. Please look it up. It's by Dr. David Hawkins. This isn't my map, but I found this literally back in 2001, so 21 years ago. And truthfully, it's like a roadmap for life. And the short story is you can take yourself from these lower energies, which is shame and blame and guilt and worries and all these energies that don't feel good, the reds, the yellows, the greens, and move up into these higher states of consciousness, right? So as you come up, it goes into your neutral, but then you're in this willingness energy, and then acceptance, and then reason, which is the level of logic in your head. But right above that, right, meditation gets you out of that logic mind, out of the blame game and the judgments and all the stuff that you could be doing, into love, joy, and peace and light, enlightenment, love, joy, peace, and enlightenment. And let me just say, as I've realized that, as I've calmed myself down, as I've gotten myself out of my own way, oh my gosh, my world is just completely open. So it's to raise consciousness, which all that really means is raising your awareness, that you can be present to any emotional upset and just be aware, like you're not being pulled and, you know, torn through everything that's going on. So my top 10 reasons of why I've continued to meditate through 22 years. If you're not a meditator, I'm going to encourage you to just take 5 or 10 minutes every single day, ideally the same time, so you can get into a routine just for 30 days and see if you can't sense the benefits of that. And if you have been meditating, I'm just going to encourage you to go deeper, be more intentional. The more I've been intentional, that, again, as I mentioned, clear messages and guidance, and okay, I'm going to heal the hurts and all the other reasons that I mentioned, the better my meditations have become. So I'm passing that on to you. It's one of the greatest things that you can do with your time, and I look forward to hearing your experiences. Talk soon. Bye for now.